Good morning, everybody. I am here, this is Lisa here, Lotus Rising 79. I have decided to come on and do an oracle reading regarding back when my son was fraudulently taken from me. I was framed by my family and those closest to me. And everybody that was close in my life, I now have realized that everybody was involved. It was not just my family. I do want to put a clause in here, a couple. Number one, my father was innocent. I know what was done to my father to get him involved. I'm breaking out of the gates, baby, with that. I know the truth. This is for entertainment purposes only. And that's it. I will be on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as I build my platforms. So this will be a reading, as I said, looking into what was the motive, the true motive, and them taking my 3.5-year-old baby at a time away from me. A loving, caring mother doing the best she could. Dude, they painted me ugly, painted me crazy, fucking planned it, pardon my French, and oh my God, locked me up and everything. Here we go. So what was their motive? What was their motive in taking my child from me? Let's see what happens here. Energy never lies. What was the reason why they took Rogue? Oh. Why did they take my son? What was their goal? What was their ultimate purpose? Aliens came out. Okay. Interesting. Was not expecting that. What was their main purpose in wanting to take my son from me? What was their main goal? Natural causes, supplier, pattern repetition came out. Let's see where else this goes. Contract paperwork. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what else pops out here. What was their main motive? Confession making deal. Confession making a deal. Okay, a lot's coming out on the table here. Let's see what else comes out. Neighborhood and home safety came out. What was their main motive for dismantling my life? Why did they take my son? Why did they take my son? Secret came out. Okay. That one flying way over there. I fear cheating came out. Okay, now we're getting silver. And they got it the wrong way. Okay, so how do I want to explain this up till now? I want to pull some more cards before I put this all together. Bear with me, guys. Main motive for taking my son. Please and thank you. What was her main motive? Abuse, neglect came out. There was a lot of that. They basically tortured me. My poor baby. I can only imagine what he went through. He begged for me every day. I had to video chat with him. I had to extract myself from the state that I was in, living in, with like all them who took him from me, because they kept padding the allegations and I had nowhere to go. So I ended up out west with his father because we were separated at the time. And my husband's, mother. So that's where I was when I was fighting to get my son back. And I'd fly across the country from Arizona to New York, for all these hearings, and it was just terrible. And my son never wanted me to leave during our visitations that we'd have supervised. It was terrible. Like when I come in for a hearing and I got to video chat with him, it was monitored, it was terrible. But I didn't, I'm going to make something very clear here. I'm going to pause this reading for a minute. When you live in a small town, it's like painting place, yo. I mean, like, everybody's talking about everybody. Nobody's got anything better to do than to fucking insert themselves into your business, whether it is like righteous or not. And this was so far from righteous what happened. And accusations were made that I abandoned my son. No, I did not abandon my son, and I'm not defending myself. I'm setting the record straight. Okay? I had to go to get him back. Do you all actually think that I would want to be that far away from my baby? Fuck no. For entertainment purposes only, my ex-sister-in-law made that accusation. Was spreading it around fucking town. Oh, she abandoned her baby, and she like stepped in and tried to like play mama with my baby. We're 6.5 years out, honey. I haven't forgotten. And this is all dark demonic shit. Dark demonic shit. I did not abandon my child. I had to make a hard executive decision so I could get him back. And every single day, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, I would have a monitored video chat with my baby. He was 3.5, between 3.5 and 4 as we moved through the situation. He would beg to me, Mommy, can you please come through the phone and come get me? I said, baby, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I was fucking told, they put their hand over my mouth when I tried to comfort my baby throughout this time. And tell him, oh, you can't say this to him, you can't say that to him, to give him comfort. I couldn't tell him I was coming for him because they didn't want me to ever get him back. Well, I got him back, and you ain't never taking him again. And this is gonna just boom. Yeah. You never touch something sacred without repercussions, and karma's a bitch. And God don't play. Let's get back to the reading. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's see what else is coming out here. Why did they take my son? What were their motives? Social media came out. soft reverse. I'll take that as a frickin' upright. Okay, so let me break this down to y'all a little bit here. Okay, so here we go. Where do I want to begin? Where do I want to begin? They created false shit about me online. They were all chattering online and posting things about me that were not true. And a lot of people fucking believe this, okay? All these lies about me. To keep their agenda going. To run the narrative that I was crazy and I was an unfit mother, which I was none of the above. That was abusive, I was out of control, I was a threat to them, whatever. It's all fucking bullshit, okay? And so what they did was they created these lies about me, okay? And that gave them control with the government card coming out here. Control over the community around them, okay? Control over the community around them. Okay, so we have all these lies that they're broadcasting publicly about me. And then all of a sudden, you know, people are starting to think, man, wow, you know, why are so many people thinking like her family's going against her? You know, they gotta be, no, people know what's going on. So that gave them the control over those around them, okay? So that explains that. And all these lies about me were a fucking conspiracy theory. They were all lies. None of it was true, okay? And they use those lies as their power supply to get people in their pockets, to get people to back them up and believe their shit, okay? If you can turn a whole community against somebody, dude, you can wreck someone's life. It's a horrible thing. It happens all the time, and this goes so much deeper into the rabbit hole. I'll get into that later on in another video. It was supposed to be a secret, what they were doing to me. It's no secret, folks. People know. And the lies, the abuse towards me, the mental and emotional abuse, dude, it was continuous, pattern, repetition, over and over and over again. Years. This went on for a long time. And you know, sad thing is I tried to forgive my family. The only one that was just, that they tried to, like, I don't know what they did. Well, I do know, actually. I don't want to say that right now, but the only one that was righteous was my father. Okay? Moving on. They wanted me, I figured it out. This alien card here, it's somebody figuring out what they were doing. They can't touch me, dude. They can't touch me. I'm still here. I figured it out. Excuse me. They cheated me out of my child, dude. My baby. Who does that? They're trying to get rid of me. They thought that the stress would make you want to myself, because that was the motive that they started with, the agenda. The narrative they ran was, oh, she's suicidal and homicidal. So they did all this abuse to me over and over and over again. Okay? And a humiliation, man, you know, in front of my community that I live in. Okay? It was all a conspiracy theory, all lies. They abused me to the point where they were expecting me to unalive myself. I'll never fucking do that, for the record. And they wanted it to look like it was natural causes. Oh, see, we were right. We were right. See, she's just not right in the head. And we're just protecting the baby. Bullshit. This card came out. They got it wrong. Go back. Wrong way. Yeah, that's why I'm here now. Y'all got it wrong, and people know it. And now you see people have been caught. Shit's going down. That's where we're at here in this. So let's look into this. Confessions making a deal. Let's go back to the reading. Please tell me more about this confession. Who's talking? There's a collapse coming. That card wanted to come out. It's all going down. What's going on here with this? Currently, I got a bunch of people pissed because they didn't get away with their crimes. Horrible, horrific crimes against an innocent family. Where is this going? See? It was a routine for them. They turned it into a fucking job. What else is going on here? Got karma coming in. Justice. See what I'm talking about? Confession making a deal. Confirmation, excuse me. Confession making a deal. And karma justice came out. Every single person that was involved, their house of cards is collapsing on down around them. And they're putting on a front, man, to make it look like everything's okay when it is far from it. Let's see what else is going on here. So that's a sweet thing. Justice, karma, that's been coming out a lot lately. What else is going on here? Oh. Follow the money. See, people are paid off. This is a dark thing where people make deals with entities that they shouldn't. This is not, look, this is a spiritual war, dude. And I am a part of a spiritual community now. I have been blessed with friends, mentors with great gifts, quality friends, okay? And I could cry. Because I was surrounded by demons my whole entire life, apparently, except for a select few. Follow the money and grandparent elder came out. Let's see what's going on here with this. And here we go. So, premeditated and meeting came out. So this here shows that all these people were planning to take my child from me. It was nothing that I did. They planned it. And they did it all because they got paid to do it. All right? They were promised fancy things if they could get rid of me, take my child. Because my child is, you know, what they wanted. Okay, let's see where this goes. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute and then I'll do another one. Where's this going? Ego came out. Perversion came out. And Ooh, law enforcement came out and church. Okay, I want to pull a couple more before I read this part. What's going on here? Natural disaster unavoidable. Fire came out. Accident came out. Okay. One more. Inside. This was an inside job. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only, of course. Everything's alleged. I'm not convicting anybody here. There's another word I want to use, but they're screwing with my freaking crown chakra right now. I can feel it. Gonna break out the sage. Okay, so what we have going on here is this. So basically, they created all this wreckage in my life, okay? And it was unavoidable. There was no way I could have known this was ever going to happen. I had to go through it, unfortunately. Okay? And they lied, they perverted the truth, okay, to make it happen. Their egos are so damn big. It was all in their ego. They wanted my child. How is it that she can have something that we can't? We must take it from her. Okay? And this here, the rest of this, I need to pull a few more cards. We got church, law enforcement, inside, and fired out on the table right now. Where is this going with these, please? Spouse, partner flew out. Work flew out. A male flew out, the male card flew out, water flew out, and stranger flew out. A stranger is someone in the shadows. Water could be represented as like something coming to the surface. And a male that looks like he's like, you know, got us together here. Let's see where this goes. I need some more. What else is going on here? Con man. Okay, so we got that there. All right, this here. Debt came out. Ooh, they went flying. Hang on a second here. They're getting excited here. Okay, treason came out. So basically, what I'm getting here is this. This is getting long. I'm going to probably stop soon here. So basically, this was an inside job, obviously. They took everything from me, you know. There I am sitting there with my box of shit in my hands, wondering what I'm going to do. It's like my life in a box. You know. And they worked my husband and myself against each other. Because we might have been separated, y'all, but we were getting along. You know, we were doing good. We were trying to get set up to co-parent better. I mean, what the fuck? You know, I mean, this is just also disturbing, you know. We got somebody in the shadows here. a male, someone who's a very good con man, and I pretty much know who that is. You know, we got law enforcement, they paid people off there. Treason. Now these people are all in debt, okay? They try to act all holy, but they're not. Democrat came out, okay? And it's all coming to the surface now. Where is this going? I'm taking my son. Where's this going? Ultimately, where is this going? I just got a double confirmation, guys. Confirmed confirmation came out and yes came out. So basically everything that I have read, everything that came out in these cards, energy never lies, okay? And everything that came out, hang on here. Everything that came out in this reading so far, I got a double confirmation on it just now. This stuff's real, guys. And it's twisted. Let's see what else happens here. I'm going to wrap this up because it's getting long. They were embezzling money somehow, some way. It's always about the freaking money, dude. And the collective that I'm a part of, it's always about the money. Always about the money. Every single person that's been targeted, gangstalked, you know, had their lives dismantled. People have lost jobs, homes, cars, kids, family, friends, you name it, everything was taken from them. Tell me more, please. What else is going on here with us? Okay, royalty in secluded area came out. We are chosen. We got put in positions that most people would not survive through, okay? And a lot of people look at that like, oh, well, you think you're important. No, it's not a matter of that, okay? We chose to stay righteous. Now, none of us are perfect, okay? And we have had our shit, but we have never premeditatively tried to unalive someone or have them do it to themselves through so much fucking abuse. We've never tried to dismantle their lives. Royalty in secluded area came out here. What else? We chose to stay on the right path and the light, and that turns into the dark like there. They're all dark. Dude, it's so deep. Too much for one video. Okay, struggle. So they took me. They took me. And put me in a secluded position, okay, where I had nothing left. I was heartbroken, man. So broken. Because of what they did. I wasn't broken before they did this. They put me into a deep state of struggle. That's what their goal was. But I fought through it. All right? Let's see where this goes. Now we're at a crossroads here. What's going on here? Oops. Blew out of my hand. Which one? This one dropped, right? See what I'm talking about? This is trafficking. They tried to shut me up. They had me bound. Okay? Human trafficking comes in many forms. It is the most rampant pandemic this world has ever and will ever see. And that's what we're fighting ultimately here. That's what's going on. What else is going on here? So there's a crossroads with this. What's going on with this? Thief came out. Okay, so crossroads, trafficking, and thief. Okay. I got a little mess going on here, and that's okay because it doesn't matter. Okay. Some of the best artists are the messiest, right? Let's carry on here. Acting drama. They're all wearing masks. Oh, we're helping Lisa. Oh, she's got problems. Blah, 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 blah. No. That's not what was going on. You're fake. You're phony. And you're infested with demons. Let's keep moving. The masks have fallen, folks. We're just protecting her child. Yeah, okay. What else is going on here? All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so PSYOP, political warfare, and then party celebration came out. Let's see where this goes. So PSYOP, it was a big plan, okay? Accomplice partner, okay, that came out. Secret trip in the reverse came out. So basically, like, so many people are involved, dude, that, like, basically, it's no secret anymore, okay? All the little meetings and the plannings and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Never thought I'd talk about this. I didn't think I'd survive it to talk about it. And there is now been a change of plans because I am here, alive, and very well by the grace of God. Let's see where this goes. Let's get all these babies in here now. Big deck of cards here. Beautiful deck. Okay, mental health. That wanted to come out. Tell me about this. See, they celebrated too soon, is what happened here. Now they're in their heads. That's what mental health is all about down there. What's going on here? Secret weapon came out. What's going on with the secret weapon? Affluent, wealthy, upper class. Interesting. Okay, so secret weapon. Excuse me, I need to sip my coffee here. Secret weapon and someone that's supposed to be upper class is involved here. Let's look into this. Well, whoever this was that was supposedly so up there in the class, wealthy and affluent, okay, using all their little secret weapons against me. You've been watched. There's witnesses. Just so you know. Red flag, interesting. Tell me about this, please. Okay. Okay, so these people that did this to us, okay, they got a warning. They've gotten a warning. And now they're distracted. They're all up in their heads, you see. It's all backfiring. Because they went the wrong way. By touching my life, my son's, my husband's, and my father's, because it's all intertwined. I'm going to wrap this up here for now. I'll come back to it later. So where are we at right now with all this, please and thank you? Okay. So like, organized crime and fire, they're trying to get rid of all the evidence on them, okay? Okay. So now they're trying to get rid of the evidence. Because I walked away from all of them. They've all been cut off. You know, there are people involved in this that I love dearly, you know, and I didn't want to cut off. But, you know, there comes a point in time when people in your life do such horrific things to you that you can't keep them in your life because of the title that they carry in your life. This is what my mentor said, you know, and she's so wise. So wise. So inspirational, man. I could cry. This girl's been through so much, and she's such a freaking warrior, man. Anyhow, what the hell was I gonna say? What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, we have to stop seeing them for who we want them to be and accept them for who they really are, because they aren't like us. You know, and as soon as I cut them off, like, my life got better. It did. So, you see, when you have divine protection and you work for God and you wake up and have your spiritual awakening, you know, all that good stuff happens. And it's a gruesome, it could be a gruesome experience, man, because you're facing your shadows, you're doing this dark night of the soul shit, and go into hermit mode, block everybody from your life, you cut everybody off because you can't trust nobody, you know, and then they don't realize that you are shielding them from themselves and the karma coming from them. This is organized crime, trying to get rid of, you know, their evidence. Let's see what's going on here with us. Travel wanted to come out. Interesting. Okay. And I apologize. I know I look funny. I don't have my teeth in. That's another thing. I was under an extreme amount of stress for a very long period of time, because even after my son was taken and I got him back, all kinds of other gnarly stuff started happening that just didn't make sense. I was constantly stressed, constantly losing weight, you know, and then I was getting targeted for that. Oh, well, is she doing this? Is she on drugs? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not condemning anybody. People go through their shit, dude. I've been through my own. But I was never on drugs, okay? Never on drugs. Had I been, you know, it wouldn't have really mattered. You know, sometimes people get fucking so traumatized and so tortured that they just numb the pain. You know what I mean? You can't crucify somebody for the way they choose to deal with demonic shit. You reach your hand into the darkness and you help to pull them out. That's what the light workers do. You know, and they did everything in their power to fucking break me, man. I'll never forget it. The lowest I got down to was 80 pounds. I'm like 117 pounds right now, okay? I was gruesome looking. I was a walking skeleton, daily chest pains, dude. I couldn't function, dude. I couldn't. I couldn't figure out why they did this to me, because you can't figure it out. We don't think like them. We aren't demons, dude. We don't work for the devil. So I stopped trying to figure it out, and I went a different way. I don't know why I threw that out there. I don't even know if that made sense. Anyhow, let's keep going. Oh, my teeth. So I was constantly clenching my jaw and like grinding, and I just, you know, it started fracturing. You know, I had soft enamel in the first place, but when you're in constant state of fight or flight and you're being attacked by everybody that's supposed to fucking protect you from shit like this, dude, you know, I mean, bad things happen, you know, and I ended up having to lose my teeth because they were making me sick. And I have, you know, my new ones, but my gums are still shrinking. They need constant adjustments, and it's just part of it. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and try to do this when they're loose and stuff. I got to go see my dentist again. Whatever. I don't even care. You know, it's going to be okay. Eventually, I'm going to get the best out there because I know what's coming my way. Because I know I'm going to work hard for it. I already am. Travel, vacation, beach, abroad. Okay. What's this here? Drugs and poison came out. Okay, so basically, there's news traveling. Excuse me. Attacks on the throat chakra. Again, this shit is real, dude. Excuse me. They don't be talking about this. Vacation, beach, abroad. That can mean that there's trafficking involved here. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Trafficking? Huh, interesting. I don't know. Let's see what else is going on here. Digital came out. Okay. What's going on here with this? And money. Wow. Wow. And revenge. Okay. Maybe, you know, the fact that they're being caught doing this whatever illegal shit they've been doing to us is maybe they left a digital fucking trail online about where their money is really coming from, and now they're pissed and they want revenge. Excuse me. See, my throat chakra just shut down again. What else is going on here? Yep. Evidence popped out. They left a digital footprint, folks. Evidence is to the fact that they took my son because they got paid to fucking do so. Listen. It is what it is. We are not afraid. There are many of us out there that have awakened to reality, and the reality is very dark. So, I mean, we're here to fight the good fight. Now, let's see where this goes. Anything else want to come out? I'm going to wrap this up because we're pushing 45. Tunnel underground. Okay, so we got evidence, digital, money. Okay, so let's see where else this goes. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot, doot. Boop. Confirmation. I got confirmation that they were doing some nasty underground. They got too fucking confident, left a digital imprint of evidence. They left paper trails and all kinds of shit, dude. This stuff online is hard to get rid of. So anyone dumb enough to do shit because they think they're untouchable, it's online. It was all about money. Took my child. They got paid off to take my child. And I got confirmation right here. Paid to torture us. Let's see what we can get out of a closing message here. I need a closing message, please, and thank you. I don't want to go any further with this right now. Science experiment came out. Tell me more about this, please. What's this that flew out here? Oh, this is, I wasn't expecting this to come out. Okay, so, look, I know, okay? No weapon formed against me in flesh or in spirit will ever prosper, and all tongues that rise against me be condemned. That's it. And that's all. This was big. Okay? They play games with lives. And very soon, this right here, dude, the world is going to shit their pants. That's all I'm going to say. And they know it's near because they're all fucking fighting. Every single last one of them that thought that they could get rid of me to make this all fucking go away. To get away with it. Anything else in closing, please? Oh well. You know what they say. It was top secret. What else? What else? They wanted to keep it concealed. Let's see what else is going on here. Love. Love. See how I said before it's all connected? This reading here, this is my first one that I really did to explain things. Let's see where this goes. Trying to dispose of evidence. What else is going on here? Down the rabbit hole. What else is happening? What else is happening here? Ooh, they're getting kind of crazy here. We got a lot to say. Okay. Ooh, about a caregiver, medical staff. What else is going on here? Trapped. So basically, this here a caregiver. This. They trapped this person. Created an illusion that they weren't here. Okay? And they're trying to dispose of the fucking evidence of this now. Because I went down the rabbit hole. And found someone that I love very much. Let's see what else happens here. I want to close this out. What else is going on here? Up the road is all going to be proven. It's coming up soon. That it was all a fucking mirage. An illusion. This was an illusion. The fact that somebody was no longer here. This shit happens, guys. What else is going on here? I just got confirmation. Holy shit. And I'm going to post this. I have to do my videos elsewhere because I don't have any followers. Not enough to be able to go live, and I can't do this in little 3-minute clips. As you can see, it's very involved, and it messes up the flow. Solved. People need to just accept that it's over. It's over. I know. And I'm not afraid. And this is all for entertainment purposes only. Could you just imagine something like this happening in your life? All right, guys, I'm going to pull this a couple more and close this out because we're pushing an hour now. For those of you that are still here watching, I really appreciate you. Please subscribe, follow, like, comment, and any platform that you find this video, because I'm going to plaster it everywhere. So basically, this person who is supposed to be, this person that, is running away from the situation now that they were placed in. However that happened. And their angels and ancestors have their backs. I could cry. Anything else? Just know, if you see this, and I'm being very careful here, as careful as I can, because this is for entertainment purposes only. They can't access you anymore, and they can't access me. No weapon formed against you in flesh or in spirit will ever prosper, honey. Ever. And all tongues that rise against you be condemned. I'm sorry I look funny without my teeth. It's been a rough road, but I'm going to get them freaking readjusted again. What else? Anything else? Anything else for today? Celebrity, which is someone in the spotlight, and DNA came up. Where is this going? I think I know where this is going because I know what they did to make this happen. Pretty sad. I loved every single last one of them. And they abused that love so badly, man. There ain't no coming back from that shit. The ones that did this to us. I want nothing to do with any of them. I wish them no harm. Stay the fuck away from us. What's this about? Okay, so they lied to someone that's in the spotlight, or soon will be, about somebody's DNA. They lied about it. What is it that they lied about? Whose DNA did they lie about? Well, this flew out and it wanted to be the worst. They've lost power over the lies that they made about this DNA, about this connection with someone in the spotlight. Let's go a little further into this. I want to finish this off here with this. Who they lie about? Whose DNA did they lie about? Well, this came out in the reverse. Backstabber, snake in the reverse. So they lied about someone who is not a backstabber, who is not a snake. Okay? Tell me more, please. Flight, air travel, and trash came out. Okay, let's see where else this goes. surveillance. What else? Deep state, wow. Parental figure. They lied. About who the father of someone's child is. And they use that as the power supply, the power over making this happen. Fucking deep state's involved. We all know who they are. They've been fucking watched the whole time. What else? Let's close this out. And they're all working for him. This creature here. Get a good fucking look. You lose. A lot of people are going here soon. Can't stop it. We're divinely protected. Unfortunately, a lot of people are gonna look at, dude. You didn't give a shit about us. I'm trying real hard to close this out here. It keeps on talking. A lot of people are gonna be going to prison. Sadly, people are gonna start having health issues. It's karma. You fucked with the wrong ones. I'm not doing it. And neither was the other party that you fucking tortured doing it. You did it to yourselves. Anything else? Close this out. I figured it out. God bless you all. Thank you for watching this. If anybody managed to get through the whole video, please, 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 I'm going to post this on all my platforms. Please subscribe. Please follow. Please, any comments, likes, shares. I would so greatly appreciate it. I'm on a mission here. God bless you guys. See you later.